Hello and welcome to the very first part of my Let's Play of the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. I'll hazard a guess and say that quite a few of you don't actually know who I am. That's because I haven't been posting any videos for the past few months. And that is because I was extremely busy with school and whatnot. Those who do remember me from some distant past, like years and years ago, in the Age of Heroes and then the First Men, when the Andals first came to Westeros, you know, those people may be glad to hear that I actually graduated from my school, so I'm now ready to actually enter the world of grown-ups. And at some point I will have to make my living with the job in the field that I studied for. Before I do that though, let's do something more productive with my time, which is doing a Let's Play. And this Let's Play will be of, as you can see in this, in pretty big letters on the main title screen, that's the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, which is arguably one of my most favorite games of all time. Without any further ado, because I know I can speak for a very long time, that's my nature, I'll just start a new game and, get going. Each event is preceded by prophecy. Without the hero, there is no event. This was written by blah 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 in the undertaking. In the waning years of the third era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents, at least we know who the mother was, possibly, was sent on a guard without explanation to Morrowind was in history. Whew. Man, I almost died there. I mean, if you can't read it all, they kill you.
First by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wow, that's a load of matches. And of course I'm chosen. God, I love to be chosen.
Wake up.
At least I wasn't picked last in sports,
Why are you shaking?
Physical education or whatever.
Okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go.
And this is quite possibly the most awesome character of all time in all gaming history. You see him for a grand total of 1 minute or 30 minutes, depending on how long you take to pick your name. I'm just going to assume that I'm going to play like a male character, because the textures in this game are really quite bad or dated, and I'd rather play a bad textured male than a bad textured female. So let's just go with Morris, that I see what you did there. So yeah, I am Morris, and this guy has the most awesome scar ever, and he is awesome. Actually, he is noted in in Elder Scrolls lore later on. I think on the wiki it says, or in the book somewhere it says that he actually was a dude who killed a great many cliff racers, and all the power to him, because cliff racers are the most annoying creature in the history of gaming. This game has a lot of extremes, it does. Also, you probably noticed that there is lots of lighting issues here. That's just at the start, or at least I hope it is.
Yourself up on deck and let's keep this as
because I think it's an effect of the Morrowind graphics extender, which is a mod I'm using to increase the view distance. That's the only mod I'm using though, because I want to keep as close to the original experience as I possibly can. But yeah, the lighting issues will go away, I hope. And I know what face I'm going to pick, because I tried this before and then I said weird stuff and didn't want to edit it out and make it, I felt like I could do better, so I'm just starting over. I'm taking this guy because he has a beard like a sir. Just look at that. He's got a tiny little ring beard. He's awesome, and this is the fastest hair that is possible. He's so aerodynamic. He outruns everything. So let's go. I just so you guys know, I picked a dark elf, and he can summon sanctuary for 50 points for 60 seconds himself. I'm not actually positive what that does exactly, because I used to play this game ages ago, didn't really invest much time in learning the actual pointed skills. I just did stuff like totally you know, on feeling, gut feeling.
Great.
I'm not a number crusher. Never was. I basically randomly do stuff, which is probably why I suck at games so much. But let's go. Lighting issue, go away.
Head on in.
I think when we're past this point, we won't have it anymore. Also, I will be doing voices in this game, just so you know, and it leaves me with an extremely sore throat. Because I tend to, you know, do them a bit exaggerated, and it basically it's a huge sacrifice on my part, because, you know, I'll cough up blood the next day. People think I have like tuberculosis, and it's just such a hassle. But I am willing to do that to myself for you guys. So that's the power of you know, love of the audience, so to speak. Anyway, fill out the forms yourself, because while his questions are fun and all, I'll just do it all myself, because, you know, blah. My specialization will be combat, because, or will it be stealth? Let's see. I think it'll be combat, because I want to be like, I played through this as a thief a few times, and archery in this game is horrible. Absolutely horrible. So I'm not even going to bother with that. Willpower, no. Agility, I might do that, or speed, because speed is really extremely important. I'll make my my main stuff, I'll make that athletics and acrobatics. Athletics is the speed at which you run, for those of you who've never played Morrowind or Oblivion and just, you know, went straight into Skyrim. And acrobatics governs your jumping ability. And both are, you know, my favorite. I'll keep to medium armor, and I'll choose long blade. Where's the long blade? And possibly short blade as well. Can't hurt, I guess. Minor skills, I guess a block will do. I'm not going to do any marksmanship because it is extremely bad. I might do a bit of destruction magic just because. Not sneak, because honestly I just don't care about it anymore. Mercantile, it's fine now. Just a tiny little boost in how much money you make from stuff. Is there anything else I really want, or can I just? I think I already had block. I've never actually done alchemy in this game, so I'll do a tiny little thing. I don't think I'll use it much, but you know, who cares? It's not as if it's really as if it really matters, because you can just train other stuff. It just doesn't go quite as fast. And it's okay if I suck a bit, because, you know, this game is forgiving enough if you don't put it on the highest difficulty. So I'll just put Speechcraft because I like to talk to people. Well, not really, but you know. Class description. Hi, I am a dude. Enter. Can I change adventurer? No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm an adventurer.
Good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were
born under a certain sign.
And what would that be?
I know exactly what this guy says. It's really bad. I'm going to go for the steed, because it does fortify speed for 25 points, and I love speed.
Interesting.
Before
I stamp these papers,
I just want to zoom. I would just want to zip past everyone, because, you know, I'm awesome like that. My name is Morris. I'm an adventurer. I'm a dude. I'm a dark elf. I am a steed. I am a cannon. I am whatever. Okay, I'm okay with this. I'm cool with this.
Show your papers to the captain
yes.
when you exit to get your release fee.
Oh, it's E. I was pressing like spacebar like mad. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? Yes. I already. Okay, and with right click I can open my inventory. And with another right click I do nothing. I close it again, and now I can read this, and it doesn't really say anything we didn't know yet. It doesn't even say that I'm a dude, which is unimaginable. Okay, and now we get to the point where we can learn combat. which is extremely difficult. You drop the thing on your little icon, and you get your stuff, and you do this. And this isn't like in Skyrim where everything hits and it's just your damage that gets like changed around a bit. This is basically a dice roll thing. Like if you do this, it'll actually sort of see, do you hit it? No, even though it looks you hit it, you really didn't, because suddenly your blade is made of smoke or something. Same goes, for instance, for unlocking small chests. Wow, that just happened in one go. I cannot tell you the amount of times where I had to try for like 10 times, and then I even had like a security skill picked. So this was extremely lucky. I always go past this bit here because there might be some relatively good, well-priced things in this, but now there aren't. So I guess the luck of being able to unlock that thing in one go is kind of offset by being shit at finding stuff. It's 25, worth 25. It's all. I mean, it's not really anything you'd call like really expensive and like how do you say that? Like profitable. But it might make up for some starting money, and that's always good. Same goes for must say, although the weight to price ratio isn't that good. That isn't good at all. I think we got all that we need from this little house. And I'll just, you know, get rid of my blade, because otherwise I might accidentally stab someone in the eye, and I don't think they tend to. I now have a map menu. Look at this. This is my local thing. I can do world, and there's a really big world with a really big island there, which is Blood Moon. I do not run any mods. I do run the expansions. That includes Blood Moon. It also includes Tribunal. And yes, it is really stupid to activate Tribunal when you just start, because you will be attacked by assassins that are really quite good. And, you know, they'll kill you. So I'll just have to run away or something. They are really quite dangerous. So here is my first voice thingy. Let's do the voice. I am, you know, supposed to talk to this guy, and he's supposed to tell me what to do. He has a bit of a, your papers, please. Salus Gravius, hello. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Salus Gravius. But my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. Well, you say your background isn't important. Okay, no. My voice, I mean, I'm a dark elf. Obviously, I should have the dark elf voice. You just said your background isn't important, but I'd like to know about it. I am Salus Gravius, a knight errant to the Imperial. I cannot talk anymore. I just went retarded. Let me start over. I am Seyda Neen, a knight errant of the Imperial Legion. Okay, well, welcome to me to Morrowind. Hell, I sound like the guy in the Gran Torino. Anyway, tell me about Morrowind. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you are here, or why you were released from prison and shipped here. But your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself, and I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor, so pay careful attention. Sorry, I've been living under a rock for the past few centuries. Who exactly is Emperor Uriel Septim VII? Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious, but that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy, let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Ha ha ha. They didn't actually write the laugh, I just added it in myself. That's a bit of, you know, improvisation. Just, I hope you appreciate it. Sorry, the Empire? What's this Empire you speak of? Can you eat it? Yes, of course this is the Empire. This is Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. current Emperor is Euroseptim, 24th of the Septim line. Then why is he the 7th? He's the 7th of the 24th. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. Ah, that was just a bad dream. Tell me about my duties. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Kai's Cusadas in the town of Balmora. This is Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Kai's Cusadas. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. He is the Emperor, in fact. Just don't let on, because, you know, people might respond strangely. I also have a letter for you, and a dispersal to your name. Okay, so apparently they got me 87 gold. Why just not round it up to 90, or round it down to 85? Why 87? What? That's, I mean, I appreciate 87 gold, but why 87? I don't get it. Anyway, so, Kai's Casadas. Who is that guy? Report to Kai's Casadas in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find him, but you are to go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. Okay, I have everything I need, except... where the fuck is Balmora? Balmora is north of Seyda Neen. The road passes Pelagiad Village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses Deep Ravine, passes Fort Moomoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Alone the Scout at a really straight house here in Seyda Neen. But take my advice, you're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora, fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east, you can't miss it. Just so you know, I have stocks in Silt Striders, so, you know, just take them, because it earns me money. And, you know, my census office salary is not that big, so please do me the favor. Silt Striders? I'm not going to tell you. No. Silt Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Fortafell. Fares depend on distance to be travelled, and Silt Striders are giant insects. Please go away. A compartment for passengers, leave, and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Aw, that's so sad. Silt Striders travel between Aldrune, Balmora, Seyda Neen, Suran, Gnisis, Molokmar, Margon, North Landing near Vivak. Okay. Goodbye. Finally. Okay, that was a pretty long conversation, and my throat is absolutely killing me. I am going to save now, though. Just, you know, going to the LP save 1, or just exclamation marks, lots of exclamation marks. This needs more exclamation marks. Okay, so a little bit about the mod, the single mod that I'm using. I am using the Morrowind Graphics Extender, which, by the way, no lighting issues anymore. You see those buildings over there, behind the trees? Well, I wouldn't be able to see those if I hadn't, you know, if I hadn't had this mod. In fact, I don't think I'd be able to see that rock that I'm looking at from here if I hadn't had that mod, or that tree, or maybe even that fence, although that fence, I'm on the fence about the fence. You see what I did there? Anyway, the view distance is drastically improved, and you can put on certain shaders. I'm not exactly sure what shader I'm using, but it looks nice. It improves water a bit, and basically just improves, it just adds long distance viewing, which is good, because it can be really hard to find stuff in this game, especially if your view distance is really low. You might walk right past a house and not realize it, or past a cave and not realize it. So with the extra view distance, at least you have a bit of an advantage. The only drawback is that paradoxically makes the world look smaller, or feel smaller, because you see more of it at a time, and for some reason I can't really explain it, but it feels smaller that way. Welcome to a really straight house. I bought it for goods a coin. Yeah, he does look a bit fruity. That's why I do the fruity voice. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credits. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls? Well, I think your kind knows a little gossip around. Oh, sorry. I think your kind knows a little gossip around about this place. Tell me your latest rumors. I heard that Vriskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wager these days. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to barter with you. Give me all your money. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my Flynn, because I don't need it. I'm not going to sell my package to Kaisersadet, because that would be wrong and terribly stupid. I'm going to get rid of all my stolen goods, because I don't need them and they're good for at least a tiny bit of money. And the thing that I like, one of the many things that I like about Morrowind better than in Skyrim, for instance, is that you can actually barter with these people. So you can increase or excrease, haha. You can increase or decrease the amount of gold you get, you are trying to get for the stuff you sell. So I'm now trying for 150, and I hope he wants to, you know, give that for the items I'm selling him. Probably doesn't because he's a dick. Oh, he does. But it takes a few tries and he likes me a little bit less now. That's only a temporary effect. He will like you just as good if you talk to him again. Or at least after a while. But it gets you a bit more money. In the meantime, I can get myself some armor. And /or weapons. I'm going to have to at least get some chain cuirass. For some added protection. I can use a better weapon than the little dagger that I have here, so I'm going for a silver, an iron. No, I want silver. I think I want silver. Silver short sword, iron long sword. I think I want to go for the long sword. Just the one of them. There's no dual wielding in this game. That's a little bit of a drawback, but we can handle it. I know we can. Is there any other, like, medium armor around this place? Only this helm, but I don't like helms in this game. In any game, really, I want to keep my head free. Because, you know, I pick a head, and it needs to be free. That's the whole thing. I mean, I don't want to go through the trouble of creating the best looking head out of all the ugly heads, and then cover it up with a bit of metal that makes it look awful. So... yes. Okay, now I have at least a bit of armor and I have a bit of weapon. A bit of weapon. I'm not going to strike anyone here.
So make it quick.
Shut up.